Matt Holmes here with UIndy sophomore center Joe Daniels. And Joe, coming into, you finally return home this week. The team is 9-3 through its first 12 games after a split on the road last weekend. But really in this 5 games away from home that you've had since the last home game, 4-1. How do you think the team's playing right now returning to Nickerson Hall for these next 3 games?
We're playing real well. Our offense is real solid. Our defense could be a little bit better, especially last game losing to Quincy down the stretch. Tough game. Some things we could have done better down the stretch, but it's always a tough game to win at Quincy, and we just got to keep doing what we're doing. I think we'll be fine.
That's one of those tough games. Obviously, you have a chance to win, and then they tip in a shot with .4 to go. They hit a shot with .8 to go in overtime to win. You know, what's Coach said? What do you guys do talking about yourselves to bounce back from a tough loss like that?
Like I said, Coach G said after the game, Quincy's a real tough place to win. He's won there. He said he played there 3 years. He only won there 1 time. So one play at a time, I guess. We'll just keep going from what we're doing.
You've certainly seen an increased role this season, started in every game this year. What's the adjustment been like for you here in your sophomore year to see that increase in playing time and see more minutes and be in the starting lineup and be much more of a contributor than you were a season ago?
It's big for my confidence, that's for sure. Not coming off the bench. Coming off the bench would have been fine, but starting is great for my confidence. I get more minutes, more coming into my role a little bit better, and seeing more time, getting more touches has definitely helped. I feel like I'm bringing something to the team, especially starting in the front lineup.
How do you think your own kind of individual game has grown and maybe the things you're better at or more comfortable with now as a sophomore than you were as a freshman?
Well, like I said, getting more touches has been huge. I put in a lot of work over the summer in the weight room, both on the floor too. So just being in the gym and getting those extra touches has really helped, I think.
Well, I see you out here quite a bit, oftentimes in free throw shooting contests with our fine camerawoman here, Jackie Paquette, here that you've been trying to help her, and she has improved under your tutelage. She keeps coming to the office and telling me.
Right, day at a time. I told her she's been in here working on it, and yeah, like I said, 1 at a time, 6 for 10, 5 for 10. We're getting there up to where I'm shooting about 65% right now. I need some help too, so she helps me, I help her. It works out. Always
good to have somebody else in the gym than to be by yourself, right?
Yep.
Here in your sophomore year, as I mentioned, coming over, I think your story, especially from when we played at IU earlier this year, has been well documented. Moving over from Wales prior to your junior year of high school, living with your dad in Champaign, and then coming here to UIndy. On the UIndy side, during the recruiting process, what was it, about the University of Indianapolis as a school, as a basketball program that led you to decide that you wanted to come here?
Well, as far as the school, I wanted to do dentistry, and I moved away from that. It got tough. Now I'm in the exercise science, pre-PT. I love the academics here, but more along the coaching staff and the players. Coach is definitely a player's coach. He always has been, easy to talk to, easy to get along with. The guys were huge, made great relationships while I was here, and it all went from there. I couldn't see myself anywhere else.
How have you liked as well, obviously, playing here, that you get to play, the top competition in the country? You've already, in your 2 years, you've beaten the #1 ranked team in the country. You beat the #4 ranked team last year at Southern Indiana. To play that high level of competition that you get here at a national level at UIndy.
Oh, I love it. It's not something you would have a chance to do somewhere else. Playing Indiana, they're doing real well right now, and having a chance to go to Tennessee and Purdue and all those big teams is great for the program and for me as a person too.
Looking ahead now, as I mentioned, you guys return home, 3 straight home games. You haven't played at home since December 3rd, and I'm sure a game that still left a bad taste in everybody's mouth, losing to Northern Kentucky. What have you got to do with these 3 home games, Thursday against Maryville, Saturday against Missouri St. Louis, Monday against St. Joe, to kind of keep the momentum you've built with this 4-1 road trip to defend your home court?
Well, Coach has really put an emphasis on defense this past week, so if we can play defense, our offense is going to take care of itself, and we just get stops, and we can score with anyone in the league and anyone in the country for that matter. So if we just do that and keep rolling, we'll be fine.
Well, Joe, thank you very much for the time, and good luck with these upcoming games.
Thank you. Appreciate it.